some pretty interesting things have been happening over the past few days that could give us some information about what this upcoming Beesmas update is actually about. And although it's not really information from Onett directly, as he hasn't spoken about it yet, or he hasn't really uploaded anything as usual to decals, because everything he uploads now is private and not public, as I said before, so no leaks in terms of that on any image leaks, but we can still see his places on when he updates the private buzz test place, that everything gets worked on every update, which has been going crazy the past few days and even last week and the week before. But also today, Onett has actually created a brand new test place, and there is something really interesting about that I'll show in a second. And that test place was literally created today, December 5th, which is insane. But anyway though, let's just talk about all those things on how test realm may also be pretty soon, as it's getting time for it, and Onett play testing inside of that buzz test place. So yeah, it's looking amazing for Beesmas right now. Anyway, first of all, we do have Onett's Roblox profile over here. I don't know what this Roblox update is for the profile, but whatever. Let's just go all the way down to places, and as you do see, a brand new place is over here. And although you may think, oh yeah, isn't that just the normal Beeswarm simulator? Well, no, the normal Beeswarm simulator is right over here. No, that's the private test realm. This is the normal one, and then Beeswarm has tons of sub places. So this sub place is for the Hive Hub. This sub place over here is for Retro Challenge. This is for the Hive Hub or Retro Challenge lobby, and this over here is a brand new sub place, or potentially, I don't know, a new challenge or whatever, but as you see, created December 5th, updated 12 hours ago. And the most interesting thing about this is actually that it has 2 players, not 5, not 6, not however much a lobby would normally have, not however much anything would usually have. 2 players for the first time ever. I do not know what Onett is actually cooking up, but 2 players sounds crazy. I don't know what this could be for. It's definitely for whatever he's working on, because what else? This does mean and potentially confirm that it's not only going to be a recycled Beesmas, which is amazing, but not getting our hopes up crazy yet, because we still gotta wait, but it's looking good so far. And there have been other things happening too. I'll talk on that more in a second though, because as I've been talking about earlier, if I go to all the places, Onett has been updating this buzz test place where everything gets created at. This is where all updates, okay, that's the sub place. And sub places, if you didn't know what that is if you have the main game like Beeswarm and then hop into the Retro Challenge teleporter over here, it teleports you to a sub place. And Onett has just created another one that isn't for Hive Hub or Retro Challenge, and not a lobby as well, because a lobby does exist too. But anyway, if I go to buzz over here, where Onett has been testing everything and going so crazy 12 hours ago at the same time, which means that was when he was testing the actual thing, because I do have a screenshot over here. I was actually live streaming at this time. If you were there, you definitely remember it, but I actually saw Onett live updating this in live time and being active 1, and Onett being right over here. There'll probably be a screenshot up on the screen right now of Onett being inside of here for quite a while and just testing this brand new update. So once again, looking even better. And because Onett is doing all this testing, creating all these things, and I'll talk about that other thing still in a second, this could mean that test realm over here could potentially be opened up pretty soon. Now, it's getting kind of close to Beesmas if you think about it, because as you do know, it's December 5th right now, and you might be watching this later too, so that's even closer. Onett usually does test realm a week or 2, maybe even 3 weeks before, or 4 weeks, and we're currently 3 weeks, I guess, away from Beesmas, meaning that test realm is going to be soon if we're genuinely going to get it. And there's always a chance we don't get test realm at all, and if we don't get it, it probably means it's not going to be a content update and just a recycled Beesmas. Who knows though, maybe Onett is still going to add a lot of things. Not trying to put any pressure on Onett, to be honest. I don't want Beesmas to be delayed, but for test realm to even be opened up, Onett actually has to update the age rating and everything. Yes, he will be accepting test realm players or new people, I guess, that don't have access still. I'll let you guys know when and how to even do it, because all you'll have to do really is just auto click this and join community like that. But my guess is test realm is probably going to be here maybe next week, if something, or the week after that, in my opinion, because when else would it realistically release if it genuinely will get released, if you know what I'm saying? Obviously a chance it might not though. That's just my prediction, if it genuinely will be out, because there's no other date it could. So maybe if I look at the calendar right now, anytime next week, anytime the week after that, because then in 3 weeks it's already Christmas Day, and that is when Beesmas is releasing. At least it should. And talking about the other stuff too, being this again, as you do see, let me just show you. So once again, this is the main Beeswarm place, right? Then over here we have all these random places, then we have Retro Swarm Challenge lobby, and then we have the actual Retro Swarm Challenge, then we have over here the Hive Hub, or whatever way, all these 3 sub places are to do with those 3 things. And why else would Onett Onett do? A sub place if it's not either for a brand new challenge or something, and I don't think a Roblox event is coming out, so that's clearly ticked off the list already. And because it has 2 players, maybe it's some sort of new revamped Hive Hub or something, who knows, but it's already getting connected to the main thing, and every single server has 2 players. And no, I did try to join it, it literally doesn't work. You can try for yourself if you want to, but it genuinely doesn't work. So I don't know what this could be. Let me know what your guys' theories are. It's actually really interesting on what Onett is working on. I'm really excited, like genuinely. You can probably see how excited I am, but Beesmas is just one of my favorite games. Maybe that is why. But bro, I don't exactly know what this test place over here is. It doesn't really seem like it's a test place though, but a new sub place out of nowhere means something pretty big. Let me just tell you that.